Hi all, this is Taylor from Tay Time with today's recap of my hair. This is Us, Season 1, Episode 17. Oh, we're so almost done, it's so sad. I forget the episode title, but you'll see it. Let's begin. Based off last week's episode, well, 2 weeks ago episode, and this week's episode, next week's season finale is going to be really sad. As always, I'm going to split past the present. I'm going to start with the present. Turns out that note William wrote to the girls was him asking to do their magic on his memorial. Randall called it a funeral at one point. It was really great. It was actually a really crazy time because Kevin's opening was that day, and he didn't tell them about Sophie. That was really funny. She bought him a crutch because he broke a leg, and so to quickly wrap up opening night, Ron Howard ends up calling up. Yes, the Ron Howard. How you doing, Ron? That was a great cameo surprise. To tell him I'm doing this movie. I think it'd be great in the part. This happens a lot with stage stuff, so I'm interested to see where that goes. Basically, I'm gonna get to Kate last. Basically, they're at this funeral. That's actually not bad, Randall, to say, at least in front of the girls. They do everything. They eat breakfast, they eat his pills, which is M&M's. You find out Beth and him got really close, and that he didn't say goodbye to her. So, when they go to do the toast, which Blue Hawaii, not the movie, not the drink, the weed, that's hilarious. Randall lets Beth give the toast eulogy thing, but at the same time, Beth is also pissed because Randall's job sent him a thing of pears, which, okay, you'll find out later why it's really pissy, but I can see the card, like somebody could have came. Anyway, they, ends up going for a walk, and Rebecca apologizes to Randall, and Randall forgives her, and like that whole thing's forgiven. They go to the play, yada yada yada. In terms of Kate's story, she ends up breaking down in the middle of this memorial, and apologizing to Randall, having to do this twice, blah 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 blah, da 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 da. In the end, she decides to tell Toby after the memorial. So the episode ends by her saying, "My dad died because it was kind of my fault," which, Kate, honey, it was not your fault. Like, no, not your fault. I need to hug you. Which brings us to... Oh no, I forgot something. I forgot something. I was about to say, which brings us to the past, but I forgot something. The last episode with William, he finds a postcard, and Beth gets it. And I loved that. And that was like a happy tear on this show, which never happens. I forgot something else. Randall quits his job in the most epic way possible. After the play, he like walks up to the building and he's like, "Oh, I've worked here for 10 years and I grew this company from 6 people to like 60. You sent me pears for my father's memorial, which you know I'm allergic to." What? Because when you hired me, I ate root salad and I had an anaphylactic shock. What? So he quits and he decides he wants to maybe take a walk like William did, because, and like change people's lives, because he found out like the mailman used to talk to William. Jesse told him about, Jesse, Dennis O'Hara's character, told him like this guy, Narcotics Are Anonymous, who was like really upset by his death, so he's trying to live his day like William. Anyway, now back to the past. Becca leaves for her tour, and Jack really doesn't give her a goodbye kiss. He was at a retirement party that day too, so he kind of comes home late because he's still mad at her. And Kate is like, "Dad," and he goes to run out to kiss her goodbye, and she's gone. He takes the kids, including Sophie, to a party, and Kate stays in the car and basically like has a heart-to-heart with him. And again, even as a teenager, Jack and Kate's relationship is really strong, and that's the one thing I could see Kate blaming herself for. And she's like, "Dad, it's 2 hours away, the show, blah blah blah, we'll go have fun," or something like that. He ends up going to a bar, for the retirement party, getting drunk. This woman hits on him, and he's like, I'm not like that. Just because my wife and I are having a rough patch, I'm not like that. But he ends up getting drunk. And the end of the show, after Kate says, it's my fault, you see him calling up saying, can the kids stay over? And driving away. And you don't know what happens. So, next week looks extremely sad and only past-centric. We might get a bit of present. Apparently, Dan Fogelman, the creator, said there is no way we are finding out about Jack's death this season. And now I'm like, really? Like, I can't. But this has been such a great first season. I can't wait to see next week. I can't wait to figure out what's next. Till next time, please like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.